Oh my God, I was probably so bad at sex. Like, honestly, I was probably so bad at it.
Interview charlatans. Take one.
I am Charlotte Sins, and I am so fucking excited for my first gangbang. I've always wanted to do a gangbang. I think I got a little precious about it at one point, and I'm like, for this for my first one. I wanted to get a bit of a say in who the guys were. I just had this idea in my head that it would be kind of special. I feel like I'll just feel like a kid at Disneyland for the first time, you know, where it's like I've thought about it for so long. I'm like, it's finally happening. I officially got into on my 23rd birthday. I signed my first porn contract. Shot a few scenes just for myself. And then even before that, I was camming, and even before that, I was selling my panties. So my lingerie storage system, I have a bigger container outside that's all the worn stuff. So I have a big, giant bin of just dirty ass lingerie. I wasn't too serious about it, and then I was like, okay, I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. This is what I'm doing now, and kind of just like fully dove in, accepted all the consequences of it, you know, because I think some people get in and they don't really realize the consequences of it. I was very aware, and I was fine with it. So this is 6 years in the industry. You tend to accumulate a lot, and honestly, I have to have it organized. This room actually can look kind of crazy at moments. I try my best to kind of keep up with the system I've had. People really like to come over and make comments about how OCD I must be sometimes but I feel like I don't know how other people don't do it. I really don't know how you can be in this industry for so long and not have some type of system to keep yourself sane. Like before porn, I'm like, God, I was probably so bad at sex. Like, honestly, I was probably so bad at it. I have to keep this drawer as close to where I work because I use one of these bad boys every single day. I am very grateful for porn for is like, it's kind of helped give me a voice. Like I feel a lot more confident, which I think is kind of like counterintuitive. People are like, oh, like, don't you just lose confidence being in this industry? I'm like, no, it's kind of like, if you can't figure out how to like speak up for yourself and like communicate what you want, you're not gonna have a good time. Definitely recommend.
I think one of the pitfalls people fall into when they get into this business is that their whole life becomes porn.
All your friends are in porn, and then you get together and then kind of all you talk about is porn, and then it can really consume your life. And I did that for a while, you know. I was kind of just like Charlotte Sins 24/7. There's no longevity in that. You cannot do that forever. So yeah, that's the confusing part. I know I got into this because I kind of craved the chaos. What are you doing? I know. Everything's so scary. I feel like I probably looked so bad in some of my scenes because just like bad skin, not getting enough sleep, not drinking water, not eating good food, just like kind of eating trash. And I was having horrible back pain, and it was kind of at that point, probably like 2 years in, where I would just be like crippled on the floor crying after scenes. My back hurt so bad. When I started like going to yoga daily and stretching and like meditating and all that, and it really does help just to like get good sleep and drink water and have a workout routine, even if it's just like I walk my dog like 2 miles first thing in the morning, and then I come home and I do yoga, or I go to a class, and I try to spend a lot of time taking care of my body. I guess for me, I think it's a lot healthier, and it makes me enjoy the job more when I kind of have that balanced home life. My biggest passion in life is animals, and so I'd love to just make a lot of money doing porn so I can have more animals, like rescue more animals, because it's like at the end of the day, I don't really want to work in that. I don't really want to like make money in animal rescue. I have my 3 bunnies that I rescued, and my boyfriend and I met rescuing a bunny. This is Dr. Jekyll. He is the most photogenic by far. He's the bravest. He's always the one that's gonna like try new things and stuff. They are a little bit more frightened, as you can see. He's always like the first one to like if there's a new furniture item, he's gonna be the first one to jump on it or chew on it. And I try to go volunteer when I can, but I would love to just like have a big house with like a lot of bunnies and dogs and animals. I got Jekyll and Hyde. Totally didn't know what I was doing. I was just at the pet store buying dog food. They had some bunnies there and I'm like, these are cute, sure, why not? And I got them. I didn't know anything about them. But then I started doing my research and realized the cage I had brought home was way too small, the food, the litter box, everything I had bought was wrong because you just go to the pet store and you just do what you think is right. But now I'm like a bunny expert, kind of a crazy bunny lady if you ask any of my friends, so. I feel like a pro at kind of compartmentalization now, which like a lot of normal people find a little bizarre sometimes when they meet us, like our ability to just completely compartmentalize things like that, especially when it comes to sex and intimacy and, you know, like the relationships that you have. But yeah, same. I was like fully Charlotte probably until the last like couple of years, especially when you're doing it for so long. It's just really not sustainable to be 24/7, you know, a fuck doll. So this is kind of my room that I can come to and close the door, get work done, pack my set bag, do my makeup. I have my little office printer over here. So I've crammed a lot into this one room, which I'm very proud of because it's a lot of stuff for one tiny room. If I am working all the fucking time and I'm shooting like multiple scenes a week, you better believe when I come home and have sex, I don't want to do anything. Like I'm just gonna lay there, I'm gonna pull out the Hitachi, you know, like I'm definitely, you know, and I think that's kind of what can make it different is that it's like I definitely connect with my scene partners. Like I kind of really value that, like, even if it's just then that moment, it's like we're gonna fall in love with each other for the next 30 minutes, you know, like we're gonna connect. But it is different when you're just home, you're not opening up to camera and the lights are off and like Seinfeld's playing in the background or whatever. And this is only part of it. I have a lot more stuff in other parts of my house, but this is kind of the main work hub where I keep everything, so welcome. So you kind of just have to find, based on your own values or whatever, like what you want to do and not just let the, you know, be impressed by other people and go, oh no, I want to do that cool shiny thing because it actually might not make you happy, you know? So kind of staying true to what you want to do and like what you value. That's probably what I'm most proud of is just the relationships I've created. I have a lot of really good friends that I'm really happy and proud to have like made this, because it can be kind of hard to make friends in this industry a little bit, or like meaningful close friends that you're spending time with offset, you know? It's like, because you have your set friends where it's like you are close, but it's different to have those friends that like whatever's going on in your life, whatever grief you're in, you can like call up. Moose, come here. Moose, come. He's like, I'm getting attention over here, why would I? Moose, come on. Moose, come on.
He's like 17 people.
I think it'd be really cool to direct eventually. I mean, I think that's something I would love to cross off my bucket list.
What do you want to direct?
I don't know, I really like hardcore lesbian porn where it's just kind of like 3, 4, 5 girls doing some of the grossest things you've ever seen. I love penises, but sometimes it's just, you know, oh, a penis. Like, I don't know, with girls, like, you get weird dildos and fists and fingers, and it gets very playful and very, like, giggly. And so I kind of like hardcore lesbian porn, you know? I mean, the soft stuff is really beautiful, too, but I think I would have a lot of fun with just, like, narrative-driven, weird lesbian porn. And hand stuff. I feel like we need more hand stuff in porn, like getting fingered in weird places or hand jobs. I like cool, doing hand things, groping over the clothes, you know, like invading the clothes, like in public kind of stuff. So I'm like, I don't know who would watch it, but I think doing like a movie that's just like all hand stuff would be really cool.
You want your cheese stick?
I know, there's too much going on. You're such a good boy, though. It's so funny you can say gangbang, but not fucking.
Well,
it's like,
so
and that's another reason I picked these guys, is I trust all these guys to not just like destroy me. Like I want to be destroyed in a certain aspect, but I don't want to be injured or like crippled. So that's...
I'm gonna start with, I want to be destroyed, but in a good way.